Hey everyone, I'm Chris. Welcome to another tactical equipment video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at these combat trousers here. These are actually a totally custom made, totally bespoke pair of, well, they're sort of copies of the Cry Precision Gen 2, or AC as they're called now, combat pants for you guys over in the States. I'm going to call them trousers because that's what they are. They're in MTP, that's the British issued multi-terrain pattern. At the moment, you can get these in the original Cries in the multicam, and it's very close, but it's not quite the same. There's a sort of it's I personally like to be able to wear the proper British issue camo. It's the difference when you first look at, if I were to hang up some multicam trousers just here next to the MTP, you're not going to see a massive difference. But I like to collect these bits of kit. I find it interesting. So I thought when I saw a guy on one of the forums I frequent posted up saying he was able to produce some of these, I was pretty intrigued. So I started talking to him. The guy is I'm not actually sure what the lad's name is, to be honest. He's a young guy, but his skill with a sewing machine is pretty impressive, that's for sure. His first name's Ed, or the shortened version of his first name is Ed. On some of the forums he goes by the name Eklam, E-K-L-A-M. He's actually got a Facebook page for his small little bespoke tactical gear company that he runs, or I say a company, it's just himself, but he has a little Facebook page. I'm going to put the link to that in the description of the video. Please do check it out, give it a like, because the guy is an absolute top bloke. Really can't give him enough praise from the time I spent communicating with him while he was putting these together, and he's actually working on something else for me at the moment. And like I say, can't praise him highly enough. Really nice guy, and that shows in his workmanship. That really does. So like I say, these are a copy of the Cry Precision AC Gen 2 combat trousers in the multi-terrain pattern. What they constructed of, it starts off as an issue pair of personal clothing system PCS, which is the replacement for CS95 MTP trousers, and basically takes them totally apart. He adds some 500 denier multicam cordura to reinforce the knees, get some nice good quality sort of a foliage green thread, matches it well, adds a few little offcuts of the fabric of the MTP here and there, a little bit of padding up in the upper sections to replicate what the Cry originals have. A bit of Velcro here and there, and just spends a lot of time with I didn't see him, I didn't actually get a chance to see him at work, but all I can imagine is he spends a lot of hours at sitting at a sewing machine with a pair of scissors, just working away and producing this. So I'll go over a few of the basics first. Now, one thing you might notice, for starters, the knee area is the main difference. Now the Cries hang the kneecaps, they are mounted a little bit lower. In practice, I have used these already, the MTP one. I found in practice that the Cry knees, the difference is pretty minimal. I've got some Cry knee pads in these ones at the moment, but I did have the Cry Gen 3 pads, but these are the Gen 2. I had a set of the Gen 3s inside the custom trousers, and they fit and they secure really well. They've got on the inside of the knee pouches, they've got the Velcro that corresponds to the Velcro on the actual knee pads, so that's good. Slight differences in the materials. The Cry products use a sort of ripstop tightly. There's like a grid pattern on it, whereas this is based off actual British issue military clothing. So the material is different. I find this stuff to be slightly more comfortable. It doesn't look quite as nice because if you wash it and don't iron it, it's well, it just looks like something that's not been ironed, like a t-shirt. Whereas this grey stuff just hangs without ironing it. But are you going to be ironing this sort of thing? Of course you're not. So pretty minor concern really. And like I say, it is nice and comfortable. Now I know when Ed first posted up on one of the forums, and he asked, he was looking for interest, would anyone want a set of these? A lot of people expressed a concern that the PCS, the MTP fabric, the issue stuff is wafer thin. Now that is, some of the first runs of MTP that were issued out in Afghan were an arid climate type version, and they were pretty much see-through. This is not that material. It's in terms of the actual weight density of it, the thickness, it's just the same as if you're familiar with CS95 with DPM, the basic trousers and the lightweight shirt. It's the same sort of thickness as that. I would say in terms of strength, overall durability is pretty much going to stand up just the same as the Cry stuff. The area where these do sort of excel, and I think they beat the Cries, is as I mentioned, in the area of the knees. Now this is an area that's going to take, you spend a lot of time kneeling, you're going to take a lot of punishment. So whereas on the Cry ones, all this section of material is just exactly the same as all the rest of the trousers. This is 500 denier Cry Precision Official Multicam Cordura, which is the same stuff. If you're not familiar with, that's just the same stuff that all your moldy pouches are made out of. Quite a thick, tough fabric. The stretch panels don't have as much actual stretch in them. There's not much compared to the Cry stuff, but then it is far tougher. This stuff, like all it would take is one shot, bit of stick or a stone or whatever to poke through that Cry stretch fabric. It's not very strong or thick. This stuff is double layered, very tough. It's gonna, it's really gonna last. But other than that, the main key that I want to get across is that other than those few minor differences I've highlighted, he has done an absolutely perfect job in replicating the originals. Now these are a 32-inch waist, where these are 30, so you may notice that as well. But despite those very few things, I could take that camera off the tripod it's on right now and hold it just right and go really look close down to every stitch on every little area, and you would struggle to tell the difference. You would struggle to tell that these haven't rolled out of the factory at Cry. You really would. I can promise you that now. I don't think it would make for a particularly entertaining video if I just took the camera and just held it there and just really slowly went, there's this stitch here, and if you can compare it to that stitch, that wouldn't be very interesting. But please do take my word, guys. The actual workmanship on these is fantastic. When I first unpackaged them, I was expecting to find maybe bits that weren't slightly not quite sewn together correctly, or small imperfections, and I just don't. I've spent a lot of time myself just really looking closely and just checking over all the little Velcro fasteners, all the Velcro parts on the pockets, all the lids on the pockets, the belt loops. It does have the knee pad height adjusters as well. There's a length of fabric that goes all the way from the area around the kneecaps, goes all the way up here into your pocket, and you can pull on those. You'll see on the Cries here, that's what you've got. I'll bring that a little bit closer to the camera. Just this little buckle and a section of material that goes all the way down the trouser to the kneecap, so you can adjust the height of the kneecaps. That's all in there, all the features are there. All the same pocket layout. When it comes to the actual waist area, You've got the same on the prize, you've got a Velcro and a zip closure. On the custom ones, you've got that same Velcro, YKK zip, very important, good colour matched, very nicely done, sewn together perfectly. Belt loops at the same diameter. You've got these little hanging sections as well if you wanted to put some paracord or hang whatever you might want to hang just around there, around your waist. If we spin them around, again we've got the stretch panel in the back, we've got this slightly raised section. I'm not sure why Crye originally designed that, but it doesn't work. This is actually padded out. There's a little bit of foam on the inside there, which does make your life a bit more comfortable. You've got the same Velcro closed little back pockets. The main side cargo pockets, they've got the baffles on them. What that does is means that basically a pocket will sit nice and flat when it's empty and keep low profile, but when you put stuff in it, it has the room to expand outwards from the main body of the trouser, which is a very important feature. They're all sewn to the same spec. You've got your adjustment cinches here down around the back of the knee area, and then on the ankles just the same as the original. You've got your knee adjustment and then the ankle closure. Yeah, again, as I say, brilliant craftsmanship. Really impressed that someone can just take the basic standard issue trousers, cut them up totally, change them around. I know I couldn't do something like this. So, and we'll quickly finish off, just show you a bit of a close up, because I've done videos on different bits of camo uniform before, and people have told me that the gear I own isn't what I say it is. So in case anyone's going to say, oh, they're not MTP, they're just multicam. Well, if you can't tell that's MTP fabric, then you don't know what MTP fabric actually looks like. And what you will notice, if you do take a second to analyse, and you can see the difference in the pattern between the knees there, which are multicam, and the rest of the material, which is the MTP. It's kind of similar to DPM in a way. And if you look at DPM there, you've got this sort of get lots of these little spots, this kind of an extended shape, whereas multicam is lots of little blobs, and then MTP is a bit more similar to DPM, similar shapes, obviously different colour palette. So there we go. Again, as I said, I'm going to put the link for the Facebook page for the guy who makes these. I'm going to put it down in the description of the video. The reason I've not mentioned the price is that he is currently, there's only about 2 or 3 pairs of these currently in existence that he's made. I think he's working on another set right now. It did take him a couple of months to make mine, which is fine because he's studying. Well, I'm not going to give out all his personal info, but he's studying a very difficult degree at a very prestigious university, and yet somehow still finds time to do this kind of thing. It blows my mind, really does. So do check him out. Like I say, he's working on some stuff for me right as we're speaking at the time of making this video. So don't anyone go interrupting him because he's making pouches for me. But do check out the stuff that he has made in the past, because when he is free, if you're lucky enough to have an idea for some custom kit that you want made, and because you can't buy it, and if he is able to do it and you're lucky enough to catch him when he's available, then you'll be very lucky, that's for sure, because the work he does is excellent. So if you want to see more videos like these guys, check out the Facebook page that I run for this channel, or Twitter if you're on that. If you're like me and you check Facebook more than your YouTube, or it's rigged up on your phone somehow, I know a lot of people do that, and give that a like, because as soon as I upload a video onto YouTube, it goes on the Facebook, as well as a few other little interesting bits and pieces now and again. I appreciate everyone watching, really do. I couldn't, you know, if I didn't get all the views and comments and thumbs up and good stuff like that, then there wouldn't be much point carrying on making the videos. So thanks to everyone for that. As I say, I appreciate it. More videos to come, as always. So thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.